Yo everyone, what's going on? My name's TechnoStrike, and this is going to be my week 2 battle. Yeah, against. Oh, I'll get into that in a sec. So first of all, I'm sorry if I'm a bit quiet this video. Um, People are still sleeping right now, but um, sorry about that phone in the background. But yeah, people are sleeping right now, and I don't want to wake them up. So this week I am playing the Melbourne Milotics and their coach Sam. Uh, cool guy, definitely. But this week I had to go all out with my team because he's got a pretty scary team offensively. So let me just get right into his team. His team is going to be Charizard Y, Garchomp, Ninetales, Heliolisk, Donphan, Darmanitan, Venusaur, Uxie, Golbat, Shiftry, Sawsbuck, and Primeape. Now, one thing I noticed is on my team, it's very hard for me to switch into Charizard Y, uh, and that's the main issue on his team. Also, Darmanitan. Darmanitan and Charizard Y are both huge issues on his team, and to an extent, Venusaur can be an issue if it gets a growth up, because that can still do work to a lot of my team as a wall breaker, not necessarily as a sweeper, but as a wall breaker definitely for some of his later threats. Um, so that's something I had to look out for this battle. So without further ado, let me just get right into the team. So first thing I'm bringing is my Victini, Assault Vest, Victory Star, V-Create, U-Turn, Glaciate, and Bolt Strike with EVs 40 in HP, 252 in attack, and 216 in speed. This 216 in speed allowed me to guaranteed outspeed Darmanitan if it was not Scarfed. And I know he brings Scarfed Darmanitan a lot. Oh, and after I get into this, I'm going to say something. So, he brings Scarf Darmanitan a lot, and especially in the sun, it wouldn't be surprising if he did decide to bring the Scarf Darmanitan, um, but it's not too. It can be a threat to my team, definitely, even though I do have uh, Mons that can wall it, uh, it's still pretty threatening. So, but this thing can still put a massive hole in his team because with the sun up, V-Create's going to hit everything really hard, except for maybe the Garchomp if it's max defense. And I put Glaciate on there because if Garchomp is his switch in to this Victini, then a Glaciate will be able to two-shot if he is max HP. I don't need any special attack investment, just need to not have a Jolly Nature or something like that. So this is gonna be my set. I have the Assault Vest there so that I can switch in on the Charizard Y um, much easier, and that's basically it. I don't like how my team fares against Charizard Y, but I needed to switch in. This is it. So, uh, next thing is I decided to make a free agency trade. Um, I swapped uh, Gliscor for Terrakion. Now, reason I did this, so yes, this does make me a lot more fighting weak, but um, sorry about that. So I did this because supply me a rocker, supply me a better fire resist because at the time I only had two significant fire resists. One of them is a really good fire resist. One of them is decent, being Victini and Mega Blastoise. Um, and I just really thought I needed it because I have stuff like Escavalier on my team, which needs to take less from fire. Also, I was planning to get rid of my Mismagius, and I needed the speed because if you didn't watch my team analysis, speed is important because, well, if you don't have speed, then stuff that is really fast is just going to be able to run modest or adamant natures on you, and that's scary. Also, in battle, if you don't have speed and there's something that just outspeeds everything, it forces you to run a scarf. Your scarfers are really obvious, and that's just all a problem. So I decided to bring Terrakion. So it's set. It's just a speed tie with the Heliolisk, and that's basically it for the EVs. Um, Moves I'm running: Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Close Combat, and Sandstorm. The reason I'm running Sandstorm is a little bit far fetched, but I'm gonna get into it. So basically, Close Combat and Stone Edge just hits his team super hard. I don't even need Close Combat too much, but it's good to have just to ensure like an Oko on the Heliolisk and just to hit the Garchomp harder. If it's at a range of HP where I can kill it, I will definitely go for that. Sandstorm is there because Sandstorm's there because basically a 1v1 I could imagine happening is if he had like a sashed Ninetales and he decided to switch that in on this and no, not switch it on this, and then like he went for Solarium with a sash. I could get up a Sandstorm. Also, if it's something like the Charizard Y and he for some reason decides to stay in on the on this Terrakion with his Charizard Y and get up the Sandstorm. It's good for a lot of things. If he decides to go Venusaur on this Terrakion, then I can set up the Sandstorm. It seems unnecessary, but it's actually very helpful in this matchup. I usually disagree with running your own weather against weather teams, but in this case, I think that it can actually work out. So next thing that I'm going to be bringing is my Umbreon. This is so that a Scarf Chomp does not destroy me, and that's basically it, or just an SD Chomp, any type of Garchomp. Just I don't want it to destroy me. Uh, and that's basically all there is to say. Max HP, max defense. This thing takes like 33% from a Scarf Chomp Outrage or something like that. It's insane. But like, it also puts in check some of his threats, like his Sawsbuck's not really a threat, but he really likes the Sawsbuck. He's been hyping it up a lot. He's like, I'm gonna destroy your ugly tortoise thing with my Sawsbuck, and we'll see how that goes in the battle. But foul play, wish, protect, heal bell. Uh, Standard basically. That's really all there is to say. So next thing I'm bringing is my Kieran Black. So 252 in speed, so I can speed tie with a Scarf Darmanitan. 128 special attack, 128 in attack. That seems kind of like random and stupid, but it's actually the EVs I need because the 128 in special attack allows me to guarantee to Oko a max HP Donphan if it's not Assault Vest with an Ice Beam. Uh, Rock Slide's there for the Charizard. What I don't even think I need it, but it's just a good way to ensure that I kill it. Uh, Outrage and Dragon Claw. That's basically my plan. Outrage, Dragon Claw. I'm going to try to wall break his team with some of my other stuff. Then I'm gonna try to Outrage, Dragon Claw, everything. And that's going to be my strategy to win this game. Um, so fairly, it's just going to put in massive work if it hits the field, unlike it didn't last week. So next thing is going to be my Mega Blastoise. This thing, uh, kind of like it's. I'm gonna like try to bring this a lot because I'm trying to get it to MVP. So I'm running 112 in HP, 4 in defense, 252 in special attack, and 140 in speed. That 140 in speed is so that I guaranteed outspeed non-invested Uxie and Golbat. Just some of his base 95 walls, like that. And that's basically it. This thing just hits his team hard. And it like takes hits from a lot of his team as well. So like that's another really good thing about this. So this thing's matchup, this game is really good, even though he has a ton of grass types. Before the sun goes up, this thing can do a lot to his team. And because of those grass types, I decided to bring my Xatu. This is my main stop to a Venusaur. If he wants to Sleep Powder, it won't work because of my Magic Bounce. I'm running the Focus Sash with Roost because there's a lot of things on his team that I can get a clutch Thunder Wave off on, and a lot of things that can like Oko me. such as the Darmanitan. So Psychic, Thunderwave, Roost, and Air Slash, running that set this week because it hits his team the best. Um, my plan was gonna be to not let him get up rocks, or if he does get up rocks, to not let him keep him that long because I have my Rapid Spin on my Blastoise. So I'm just gonna get right into this battle. So this is my team on this side, and here's his team. So I'm just gonna get right into it. So, well, looking at his team, so he brought the Garchomp, Charizard, Venusaur, Uxie, Heliolisk, and Darmanitan. So, no Sawsbuck like he was hyping up. Golbat didn't come, which is good. I don't see why I'd bring it, but like, yeah, like at all. Maybe to wall my Roserade, but Roserade didn't have a good matchup this game at all. Everything else fairly expected. Maybe not the Heliolisk as much. Um, I thought that he would bring something like, I don't know really. Maybe, yeah, just anything really. But anyways, I'm just gonna get right into this. So, he's gonna lead off with his Uxie as I lead off with Kieran Black. Right off the bat, this is not a favorable matchup for me because he is just going to be able to Thunder Wave. So I'm going to go right into my Xatu as he sets up a Sunny Day, which is kind of scary. So I go for Thunder Wave as he goes for Knockoff. Gets rid of my Focus Sash, which kind of blows, but it's okay, whatever. He goes for Memento here, and that's kind of scary. If he's like Belly Drum like Darmanitan, that could have been like really weird. But like Lumberry Belly Drum Darmanitan, that could have been scary. But it wouldn't have swept me because I've got my Scarf Cure. But anyways, so he's gonna go Venusaur. I just get a pair off on that thing. Air Slash still does quite a bit, even with the Memento. Um, but uh, that's that's fine. So I'm just gonna get another kill with my Blastoise. So now I'm at 6 kills with Blastoise for the season. Umbreon's my best switch into this every time. Uh, so Darmanitan comes in, and I go for Protect here, as he goes for the superpower. And now oh my gosh, I just yawned like majorly. But now he predicts my switch into the Blastoise, as I am actually just going to stay in and foul play, which does decent amount, not too much at all, because Heliolisk is not a physical attacker, but it's fine. So now that I have my wish, this is a free switch into my Blastoise, but he actually predicts that very nicely. He goes for the U-turn, so good play. Um, Heliolisk comes back in, and there's literally no reason for me to not go back into my Umbreon. He's kind of wearing me down with Volt Turn, but now here, I go for Protect as he goes for Flare Blitz, and I think he predicts me to go Blastoise, but at this point, Umbreon, it's not that necessary, so I just go for Wish, and I get Para. Doesn't matter at all. So, oh my gosh, I'm still yawning. Like, what the heck? So, Wish, keep wishing, because that's kind of like what I have to do in this battle. Especially in this matchup. So Thunderbolt, gonna keep taking me down with Life Orb. I go for Heal Bell here, and he's just gonna go for spam Thunder Wave as I'm just gonna wish. I think I Heal Bell it off right here, but I don't remember. Yeah, I Heal Bell it off. Don't really know why. But here he Thunder Waves again as I just go for Foul Play and I kill it. So I'm up 5-3. Here, so he goes Garchomp, he goes for SD, and, this is my stop to the Garchomp, so I just go for Foul Play, and I just OHKO it. So, yeah, there's that. Charizard Y comes in, I'm gonna go to my response. Here he reveals Dragon Dance, and that, like, scared the crap out of me, because if he was EQ, that could be a big problem. But he has Dragon Claw. I don't understand why he had Dragon Claw, because Flare Blitz did plenty to my Kieran. But anyways, so here this game's over. Basically, I'm just gonna get this last kill with Blastoise, and a Hydro Pump in the sun does like 95% to a Darmanitan. That's insane, cause like not from the Blastoise, from the from the Darmanitan because, like, when are you gonna live a Hydro Pump, super effective Hydro Pump from a max special attack Blastoise? But anyways, that was a good game. 4-0 in my favor, so now I am 2-0 plus 10, and things are looking good for me. So I'm gonna get out of here now, and I'll be back with this battle. See ya.